Hi, I'm Gary George, owner of Gary's Rods and Restorations, based out of Watsonville, California. Behind me is one of our more recent builds, 1948 Chevy pickup belonging to Darrell Turner. And a sentimental job. Darrell's grandfather bought this truck brand new in 1948. So it basically came from another shop. They didn't quite finish it, and we took the job over and finished the project, and he is just more than ecstatic with the finished product. Customer's a great guy. Like I said, it's his grandfather's truck, so sentimental value. The original shop talked him into leaving the truck with them and they would finish it. Well, that didn't happen. Basically brought it over last December and started from that point, and we were able to get it here this weekend at the Good Guys Nationals. Typically, we like using TCI Chassis in all the trucks. They're a great cost-effective way to get these trucks to drive and handle the way we like to get them to. Basically, our motto is old cars drive like old cars. They don't steer, they don't stop. And we'd like to take that all out of it and always modern day chassis something to where they're much more comfortable driving this thing around. He's planning on driving this thing quite a bit, and so he's really looking forward to the drivability of your chassis. We went with a brand new GM Performance Vortec 350, 357 horse with 700 R4 transmission from Phoenix Transmissions. We put the fast fuel injection on. You always want a fuel injection from the beginning. We definitely painted Chevy orange. We went with a Bill of Specialties front runner system, but painted all black to tone it down. And took the original oil bath air cleaner, cut the bottom out of it, rebottomed it, and stuck in a K&N filter. On the valve covers, as you'll see, we put a little tribute to Grandpa. His name was Don, and so we put Grandpa's Don's 48 on there for him for a little memento. Basically, the bodywork is pretty much stock. You know, he didn't want to deviate. You know, it's Grandpa's truck, and we want to keep it that way. Did a few little accessories as far as the rear bumper filler. It's a charcoal metallic that really turns brown out in the sun, which is classy look, and everyone that's come in the shop so far has really liked the color. Paint and body's all done at the shop. We typically use Axalta for our base coat, clear coat finishes. We will usually come up with some custom colors, but actually this one is right out of the can formula. Off of Ford, actually. It's a Ford T8, I believe it is. Being I like bigger brakes from TCI, I had a little wheel issue there, and we couldn't get the 16-inch Steelies to fit, so called US Wheels, and they were able to fashion these 17 inches for us with my specific back spacing. We wanted to retain the factory cap, so they even welded on some special adapters in the back so we can run the original Chevy cap. All the accents are typically done with red and blue lettering for the 48 Chevy, and we wiped all that off and redid it in a brown to match the interior. And I always like the wheels to bring some of the interior out into the exterior. With the brown leather, we matched that exactly and painted the wheels the same color. And it actually brings out some of the brown tone in the color of the body. We're a classic instruments dealer, so I like the classic instruments. They had the beige and brown model. I felt it tied in well with the interior colors, so we went with those gauges. We installed vintage air in all of our vehicles. This is a vintage air direct fit. Plastic air duct and everything that's normally black, we all painted that to match the interior of the car. It has a low car shifter in it with a little rubber boot to kind of emulate the way it was back in the day. And he was very adamant about a foot button starter. We have the original ignition switch where you click it on, and then you have to use your left foot to hit the starter button on the floor, just like Grandpa had to do. So we incorporated that in the build as well. Seats all covered in leather, real nice but simple pleats, nothing too crazy. And we cut down the back so it doesn't stick up past the rear window, so it gives a little bit lower profile. And we gave him a retro sound radio that looks just like a 1948 radio, but it has all the RCAs and Bluetooth and everything else that he would want while he's driving. Also in the bed, we typically would like to do our own wood finishing there at Gary's Rods, whether it be satin or clear. We get our wood and wood strips from Mark K. Great quality for the pickup beds, and we went with the stainless strips with the non-bolt holes, so it gives it that clean look. Real Ralph pinstriping is a great asset to us. He's the one that did all the lettering, pinstriping on the wheels, and the great tailgate lettering in the back, which also the owner just loves that little detail in the back. He thought that was great. So pretty much that covers it. He hasn't driven it yet, but he's heard it run, so he's excited for us to shake it down and do our final tweaking next week and give him his truck back so he can fully enjoy and bring back a lot of memories.